Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play DmC Devil May Cry. I'm your host, VGMKoren, and in the last one, we punched the news so hard that it died. And doing so got us a new weapon, which I won't let you see any of the moves for, because it should be a surprise. But seriously, we did take out Bob Barbas, but then learned that the Order was under attack by a SWAT team. That's right. The all-powerful demons that control the entire city and can, by the way, make the city, just close up like an angry sphincter, decide to send a SWAT team. So let's figure out how effective that's actually going to be in mission number 11, The Order.
They're not in yet. I gotta get to them first. Hang in there, guys. I'm on my way.
And now, we get taught how to use the Aquila. Basically, this weapon is shurikens. A lot of shurikens. Or I'm not entirely sure what I would describe them as, but they probably are pretty loud. But that's okay. Basically, these weapons will decimate groups of enemies even more than the scythe, but on the other hand, they can do that. On the other hand, they are not very good for getting enemies in the air. So, one thing you should want to do with Aquila, because of the move buy-in I bought, is bring enemies close and swap back to the scythe for more effective damage. And that's a person on Steam. It's always something. It's always some messenger that I forget to sign out of. It could be, it could be Skype. It could be Steam. No one will ever know until it pops up in the middle of a fight. And speaking of a fight...
And who are you, fucknut?
I preferred the puns. Now that we've looked cool, we can fight a new enemy, the Butcher. This enemy is kind of interesting because you punch his creamy center, and you have to punch it until it explodes. Well, I guess less punch and more molest with weapons that do involve punching at times. But yes, hit his center until he dies, and he will... well, he'll die. Because that's what happens when you kill things, is they die. Once he glows on fire, he can no longer be interrupted, and his attacks get much more powerful and faster. And the proper way of beating him, well, you don't do that near as easily. Oh yeah, that reminds me of something I was going to show off. Okay, I have something in mind to show you people, if I remember to do it when I find a divinity statue. So we'll find out if I can actually remember. Also, this is a fairly constant technique I'll be doing now on, is pulling in all the enemies and then grouping them up for big group attacks. These are, by the way, all the weapons. So, to recount, we have the scythe, the sword, the shurikens. Oh, let's show off the sword. Oh, and that was the last hit he could take.
Damn it. You're breaking in from limo, too.
Anyways, to continue our count, the axe and the fist. Oh, and some pansy-ass guns. But that's okay. Those guns, they do what they need to, kind of. Not really. Anyways, you can... that is all the weapons we have, which is a total of 6 weapons right now. And here we're being taught that we can charge up the Aquila and throw it at distant things. Now, I did hear a lost soul somewhere around here, so we're going to go try and find him. He's probably over here, being lost. Or maybe not. I know I heard him. I don't hear him anymore is the problem. Oh well, I guess I was hearing things, and we're just gonna keep that in, because I'm a terrible person. That is my reasoning.
Where are you guys?
Well, they're probably in the building, is my first guess. Oh wait, here, in case you hadn't noticed, is more rocks that we had to kill. And last episode, we did kill things with Bob Barbas. And here's a divinity statue that I can show up what I wanted to. First of all, as you might have noticed, I got Aquila, but it's kind of weak right now. And in the last episode, I put in 2 points to Ebony and Ivory for no good reason. In this episode, I'm going to take out those points and buy the rest of the basic moves for Aquila. Aquila, there we go. And with that done, wait, was that all the basic moves? Oh, and I still have another point. So we will level up Tornado, because Tornado's awesome. That shows off how flexible this upgrade system is. Never, ever be afraid of spending your points because, oh, I might find something better later. Because when you find something better later, you can just put all your points into it. Anyways, with all of our main weapons finally in our hands, and yes, there are, thankfully, only 2 weapons of each type. And I say thankfully because, in my experience, when you have more than 3 weapons hotkeyed to 1 change button, it gets a little difficult. And here is a lost soul. He might even be the same one that I heard making his moaning noises earlier. Let's go punch that wall in awesome fast motion.
Hey! Can you... Damn.
Well, no, they can't hear you. And, as you can see, Dante can't actually do anything useful while he's in Limbo and the SWAT team is in the real world. So maybe that's why they're just not crushing the entire building all at once to end the problem entirely. Or maybe I shouldn't bring up that.
The graffiti. Just keeping them out. Nice work, Cat. Hey! Over here, Sawboy!
Does that actually take care of my concern? I'm not entirely convinced. However, we can draw all these enemies in and use our newly upgraded Tornado to do even more damage against them. And then get hit by those scythe blades. Ooh, we are low on HP. I might actually have to use that golden orb that I got at the beginning of the game and totally didn't have to buy when I accidentally didn't record the first mission. Totally didn't. But anyways, I tend to find that the fists are the best weapon to use against this guy because the axe is simply too slow to deal good damage, as you can see. So yes, we are going to show off the gold orb here, and that only costs 10,000 points. So technically, actually not just technically, the gold orb is the best item in the game. Advanced round trip, or advanced tip. Basically, the witch's shield can be... Alright, let's try that again. Let's try that a 3rd time. No, okay, this isn't going to work well. As you can see, round trip does destroy the witch's shield extremely easily, and then when you pair it with the scythe, it can do immense amounts of damage in short order. Unfortunately, because she is just the worst person in the world, she's teleporting everywhere. And that brings us to the issue of lock-on. Now that we're not just fighting wave after wave of weak enemy, you can kind of see where this game could have benefited from a lock-on. And don't ask me why that thing is in the corner. I have found more glitches in this Let's Play than in the entirety, like, 30 hours that I played it just by myself. So that's kind of impressive. Hello. How are you? Okay. Okay, that's one for you, Mr. Big Guy. Just standing there uselessly until I take the bait. I hate you. I hate you so much. Alright. One thing you can do if you aren't getting enough time to fight this guy is to do the fist's forward attack. What this will allow you to do is to punch him mid-charge, and since the fist dodges backwards, you're given slightly... Fist dash dodges backwards, you're given slightly more time to react.
The female is locked at perimeter doors! Blasting him open. Armed! Go!
And the graffiti just disappears off the wall.
Dead or alive. Which means dead.
Cowards!
I have nothing to say about that, or the graffiti magically disappearing. Now we enter the part of this level that's...
Another door!
Well...
Ready?
Wow! You're just getting even meaner, Walls. No one loves you.
Cat, are you there? Stay out of sight, you hear? I gotta get to her first.
Oh, did I forget to buy something for the... Oh, I think I did.
Go again!
Let's just get that guy while they're busy.
That's right, Cat. You keep him out.
She knows we're here. We need a demo squad here now!
They need a demo squad. Yes, I can. I'm Dante, and the heroes always win, right? Anyways, that's not at all what I meant to do. In fact, that was the worst possible outcome of what I was trying to do there. So, oops. I am a winner. I wish I could throw these guys specifically into explosions. That would... Okay, did we all see that? Did everyone see how cool that was? Alright. I'm glad we were all here to witness that. I give all the credit to you, because I would have never done that if I wasn't Let's Playing for you guys. Anyways, my enormous ego has been satisfied, so I'm going to pull some baby things out of the air and kill two of... Oh, that was fantastic. And then you have to do that. You just have to make me feel bad, Mr. Passive-Aggressive Walls. You don't even just, you know, crush me. You're just like, oh, I'm gonna kill bitches and hoes.
No, not now.
Dante appears to be having some feelings. I'm not sure what to make of this development. I have decided that instead of making anything out of it, we're just gonna knock people into the sky. Okay. I probably will not be using Devil Trigger all that much throughout this playthrough, because even though it is useful, and I will be using it in some places... Wow, this is just sounding really like I have no idea what I'm saying. I won't use it much in normal fights, because I do want to show off how much fun the fights become in the later game once you have everything that you can possibly... Well, not everything, but we'll get to that soon enough. Don't you worry about that. That's a hint for later. Just like Drive, if you have a full charge, you can punch these guys in the... Oh, you don't even need a full charge. Well, you learn something new every day. If you have at least one level of charge, then, you can punch straight through these guys' power attacks. Or that attack just knocks them into the air regardless, and that's fantastic and something I'll keep in mind for my own playthroughs later. With him dead, we are in a room. I'm just going to check and make sure there's no lost souls. There's not, of course. This is one of the bigger rooms... Oh, I was hoping that was a Divinity statue. I wanted to go buy something that...
Are you here?
I think is in this mission that, unfortunately, I can't show. Okay. One thing I'm doing is...
Out! The place is overrun!
They can't hear you, Dante.
Damn it! Can anybody hear me?
No. We've gone over this already, and we don't need to do it again.
This place is infested. I hope Cat's okay.
One thing to note is I immediately turned left back there, and unfortunately that means I'm going to have to go back. But the left area here is entirely optional. Thankfully, we have found a demon statue, and I'm going to go ahead and take back Tornado Level 2 and buy something called... no, Enemy Step. And I'll show you what that's for later, because I believe that's... That was a wall. I believe what's in... I need that for is in this mission, though I could be wrong. Here is a Devil Trigger Star. Basically, it's like a small trigger star.
Hey,
oh.
Who are you looking for, shitheads?
This was the right way. Huh. Well, so much for my talk about this being the wrong way. I guess it's if you go to the right, it's the wrong way. Huh. Anyways, yes, there is more back there, actually. But it's mostly just the form of a secret door and maybe a key. I don't remember. Oh, wait. This is the room, isn't it? And it's not up there yet. Okay. Keep an eye on that big black spot, because I believe... This is kind of weird, actually. Okay. Well, anyways, I'm going to pretend like I know what I'm doing, and like there's... You know what? Enough of this. Enough of this. Oh, I'm not going to use the Devil Trigger. This is what it's for. If there's a particularly hard fight that you're having trouble with, you can just kind of cheese it. And then get hit anyways. But that's okay. With him taken down, we get a B for brutal. Or bad. Depending on how you look at things.
What was that?
Oh,
What are you smiling at?
well, you're kind of scary.
It's on, bitch.
I definitely preferred the puns. Where is what I'm looking for? Oh my god, this is going to drive me insane. However, this is actually an enemy that doesn't have a name yet. However, you do not want to use anything against the fist for him, and I'll demonstrate why after I deal some damage. Basically, this enemy will block most of your attacks. Block my attacks so I don't look like I'm just making stuff up. Yes, exactly like that. He is very powerful and will deal immense amounts of damage with his counterattacks.
Get back here!
He'll also run away once you deal enough damage. And that just
What the hell
makes
was that?
everyone sad. Wait, is it in this room? Nope.
Cat! Cat!
Dante,
I'm here.
I don't know what to do.
Where's Virgil?
I don't know. He's probably in the server room, the Octagon, but he might be trapped in limbo.
How do we get to him?
I don't know. I'm stuck in here.
Is there something I can do from Limbo to break you out? Think!
There may be a way. I'll guide you.
Alright, and with Cat found and not dead because we got ahead of the SWAT team, we have beaten the mission. Let's go ahead and see how badly I failed at collecting things in this level. It's going to be pretty bad since I went the wrong way. Yeah, there was also... Oh, I guess a gold orb does count as a death. What do you know? A death takes off 10% of your score instead of 10,000 points, and that's something you should be aware of. Now, I bought Enemy Step because I thought there was going to be a soul that I could only get with Enemy Step. However, it wasn't there, which is kind of curious to me, and it's something I may research and tell you about in the next one, just telling you what I was up to, or maybe it's in another level and I spoiled everything. Either way, if you want to see what happens when we try and help someone from Limbo who's in the real world, you'll have to join me in the next one when we play mission number 12, Under Siege. I hope to see you then.